enjoy the show after the beep.
My name is Marvin. Your name is Starvin. Whoa, yeah, that's what I see. My name is Marvin Gaye. I got no relation to the famous singer. I'm sure you've heard of him. His name is
Marvin.
His name is Marvin. His name is Marvin Gaye. He's not alive. I want him to be alive when my dreams of you say, hey.
What did I say? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Volume alert! Oh, you gotta turn that shit down.
My name is Marvin Gaye.
Oh no!
I have no relation to the famous artist known as Marvin Gaye.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh yeah! Oh no! Oh fuck!
My name is Marvin Gaye.
Gaye.
Oh,
Marvin.
No.
Marvin.
Oh,
You'd like to sing?
Oh, yeah.
You won't tell me that Marvin,
Wow. What is going on? Let's cut this part out.
Who knows?
What's going on here? What the fuck is happening on my phone? Is it turned up on the thing?
Yeah, I mean it's where it's normally at. I haven't adjusted it. I can change it.
What the hell is going on here?
What's up? This is Big Will Smith.
Your device is low or muted. I just turned on this. It's now in. It's not in silent. It's not in vibrate anymore.
Everybody, welcome back to the show.
Wow.
This is the first show
We definitely shouldn't-
that we've done in a week and a half.
We definitely
2
shouldn't
weeks.
do what we do usually,
weeks.
where we 10 weeks, where we do the music and we don't do anything for the
Or
rest of the
do 10.
episode because I feel like
there's
a
a lot to talk about. You got arrested.
friend in me.
You got arrested for your
Close.
Oh yeah. What happened?
No, hold on. Let's
Tell me about what
No,
you want to tell me.
no.
What do you want to tell me?
no.
What's the first thing you want to say to me? When you saw me, when you walked in the house, what was the first thing you wanted to say?
I said, ah!
Well, that's not true. You didn't do that.
Hey, thank you. Well,
Man,
sometimes I don't even have to
you
touch
just
it.
got to interrupt.
Yeah. Well, no, Tim. So, last time we recorded this podcast,
Yeah.
I had a scratchy throat.
Over a year ago. Now.
No, it has not. What have you done this 2 weeks to make you think it's been over a year?
It has to have been over a year ago. It feels like a long time has passed.
All right.
Yeah, you had a scratchy throat.
I had a scratchy throat.
I remember that.
Yeah. Do you remember 2020 at all?
I remember bits and pieces of it. I remember shards of it.
We blocked out a lot of it except for the shards of 2020 that stick in our skin.
Craw.
In our fish. They stick in our crawfish. Oh yeah. So don't make that face at me ever again. Well, 2020. Remember when it was 2020 and you got like little scratchy throat?
Yeah, I
and
remember
that was
that.
like the end of the world because
Yeah,
you
you
knew,
were done.
Everyone knew.
Yeah.
Right? It had been a while since 2020.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about that.
Right.
I had a scratchy throat for a couple days. And I came and I did the podcast here, and it was a scratchy throat, but I was like, allergies happen.
Yeah.
It just felt like that. And it didn't go away the next couple days.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I'm getting sick. I think it was it wasn't last Sunday, it was 2 Sundays ago.
Yeah.
Now, Jesus Christ. I was like, ooh, I think I'm getting sick. And then I woke up the next day and I was a very sick man.
Sick
in
as
bed. In
man.
Maybe it was it was a Monday. It was a Monday. And I was like, oh shit. Time to tell everyone I know that because I saw everyone I knew that weekend, which was awesome. Always that weekend.
Yeah.
I really don't get out much. And I got out that weekend.
Yeah.
So
Isn't that always how that goes?
yeah. So I had to tell people, I was like, hey, watch out. You might get sick. But I didn't know what it was. I thought I just had a fever. And that day, it just kept getting worse. It kept getting a lot worse. My fever just kept on going on up. And it went up. It started, I think it was like about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I was like, I got up out of bed and I was like shivering cold.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I couldn't, like it was like couldn't control my teeth from chattering. Like I'm like, is this hypothermia? What the hell is going on right now?
Jeez.
I was very, very cold and couldn't like combat that. It's because, my fever kept going up. And we checked it again in like 20, 30 minutes. It went from that morning, it was like 99.9 or something. And it was 101. And in like 30 minutes later, it went up to 102 something.
Jeez.
Yeah. And 103 is where they say you might need to go get that checked out.
You might die from, you're already dead.
Yeah. And then
when you hit 103, you've already died.
And I was like, maybe I should take a COVID test.
That was a lie, I said.
Oh, I didn't pay attention to it.
What I said was a lie. Don't listen to me. So you took a COVID test.
Yeah, hooray for lies. I took a COVID test. And it said it was true that I had COVID.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I've never had that before.
Yeah.
That was my first time.
Nice.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Congratulations.
Right? I don't know how that happened. I thought the entire time I was like, I must be like immune to it because I'm not that careful. I'm not that careful, but I never got it. And so because it kept going up, my fever kept getting worse and worse, and I felt truly terrible.
Yeah.
We were like debating on what to do.
Yeah.
Because I think it was around 7 o'clock at that point.
Yeah.
And we didn't go to the immediate care center. We went to the emergency room because it was like
that's fair.
We were like might need to get, I don't know, because the fever's not going down. The fever's not going down. Someone help us.
Jeez.
Didn't want to. So it was a bit scary.
That's fair.
And so we went there. We waited in the waiting room for a good 3.5 hours or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. As it goes. And we got there and they were like, well, did you take any ibuprofen? And I was like, yeah. I took 2 in the morning, and I took like 3 before we went to the, the place, and they were like,
That's good.
That's good. You should take those.
We're proud of you.
The doctor was actually super nice and offered Paxlovid, but I was like, I don't know. If it's just going to take it down by like one day, I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah.
But they were making I don't think we were just treating my fever well enough. So they gave me they prescribed some ibuprofen and stuff for my throat. And I felt, also, while in the waiting room, I forgot to mention, I started feeling better. Like near the end, I was like,
don't you just fucking hate that?
yeah.
You're like, and now that I've done all this shit, and here we are.
Yeah.
Now I feel all right.
Yeah.
Like, not all right, but like...
No,
like,
I didn't feel
but
all
I'm
right
going to
at
be
all.
okay.
I was like, well, I could tell my fever went down.
Yeah.
And wasn't
Yeah.
going back up. And I was
Yeah.
like, great. Well, we only came in here because it didn't stop.
Right.
We were watching it not stop.
Yeah.
And I was scared because it was COVID and I never
Yeah.
got it. And now after that. And then I was sick for like a week. Uh-oh. And so did Emma get sick. And we were both sick and it ruined everything.
There you have it.
Have you ever been sick with your partner?
Yeah.
Were you both sick?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Oh, it's the best.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
I don't like that. I mean, it's
Laying in bed
it's
is
not
nice.
fun. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
fun.
not. It doesn't-
being in bed, nice, yeah. But the thing,
Who's gonna help who?
exactly.
And it's awful.
Yeah, exactly.
It's awful because you feel like shit, and then you're like, well, so does she.
Yeah.
Got to get her something.
We just
and
both
she would
lay
get stuff
there
for
and
me
we're
too,
like,
but it's
no.
like I missed the first day when I was sick and I had someone helping out.
Yeah. It's I always feel like it's super unfair because Tia has for a long while had a work from home job where she just works from home like almost all the time. And so typically what happens is
Sounds
if
awful.
I'm sick, she helps me out. But then if she's sick, I help her out when I'm home.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so that's
Well, that's how
like
that
she's
goes.
there all day and she
Yeah.
can help me all day. And then I'm like, well, I'm going to go to work. Bye. And then I come home and I'm like, oh, let me help you out a little bit.
Well, then now I don't. Now I'm not on board. I was like,
I'm
that's
not on
normal.
board
And then
anymore.
you're not even on board with it. You don't
Yeah,
agree with
I don't
what
agree
you've
with
done,
what I
or you don't agree that
I don't
you've ever
agree
done
with
it.
any of it.
All right,
Tia doesn't get sick nearly as much as I do lately, at least,
that's nice.
which is sure. It's good for her.
Yeah,
Yeah. I always feel bad about it
because you get
because
sick.
I'm just like sick. And then she's like, why are you sick again?
That's nah. You should nah.
That's not what she says.
Nah. You don't get sick that often, do you?
I mean, I've missed probably a week of work this year. From sick time.
That's not that bad. Well, I missed a week of work this year.
yeah.
Or just from the last week because I missed that
Yeah.
whole week.
Well, but I mean, like, I've missed like no more than 2 days each time I was sick, and I've missed like more than a week of work.
Oh, I see.
From sick. So
see.
that's like
see.
4 times.
I see.
That's a lot of times.
I see.
Stupid.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got sick and then I got better. The worst part is that it fucks because we were doing
Man,
really
that fucks.
yeah,
Yeah.
it fucks, man. We were doing such a good job cleaning our house
Yeah.
and like keeping it clean.
Yeah.
And then you get sick for a week
Yeah.
and it's amazing how quickly that goes to shit.
Yeah.
And then, you get used to doing nothing all day and you're like, that was kind of nice.
Yeah.
And you have to go back to work and you're like, this fucking sucks now.
That is my least favorite part of being sick is the like
I don't
how
wanna
how it breaks my routine and then getting back into my routine fucking sucks.
It's awful.
It's so hard to
do. All it does is just make you realize how much we put off and don't think about how much our lives suck. If you think about it, how much we actually might hate our jobs more than we thought we did.
Yeah. A little bit.
Yeah. Because when
bit.
you're going and doing it forever, I mean,
Just like, yeah, this is what it is.
this is what it is, and it's enjoyable. It's nice.
Yeah, it's fine.
So when you
don't mind it.
stop
And then you take,
and you realize, wait, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was kind of a lot of fun to just sit in bed all day and do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
I played Skyrim.
Hell yeah.
For the first time in years.
Hell yeah.
And Emma's been watching me play, and that was the first time we've done that. And so she's just been watching me play Skyrim every day.
That's fun.
Since we've been sick, I've been playing it every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see how long that lasts. But
yeah.
but yeah, I've been doing that. That's been a lot of fun. You would fucking, oh my God, you would think that game is the funniest shit in the world.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You've seen those I've shown you those clips, those Oblivion clips of NPCs. It's constant in the, oh my God, it is so dated.
Yeah.
Skyrim. It is the most dated game I've ever played.
That's
and
kinda
it
great.
makes it so much better. Because you'll try to roleplay and like follow along other characters, and then a character will literally walk right in front of you and say the most NPC line of all time. Sometimes the characters that you're like you have to interact with, the NPCs you got to interact with, sometimes they'll just say a random thing to you that's just out of nowhere. It's like, okay. or they're also the dialogue lines that they gave them don't work for every scenario. Like, thought I heard something. Thought I heard something. like you very much walk up to someone, punch them in the face, they look at you and say, I thought I heard something. It's like, as they're but also
you heard the sound of my fist hitting your face.
And also they're saying that they're not just doing nothing, they're pulling out a sword and going to fight you as they're saying, I thought I heard something.
Maybe it's like a confirmation. They're like, I thought I heard something.
No, it sounds nothing like that.
No, they just have a weird inflection about it.
They're like, huh.
Thought I heard something.
It's so fucking funny. You would lose your mind.
I already am.
we've been having a good time with that. And you said you got sick from people at work.
I got sick from the people at work.
How do you know it was the people? Because I'm convinced that I did it, and I'm sorry.
Here's the thing, is that I didn't start feeling any symptoms until late on Saturday. So that was like a
whole week later.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that's where I'm like, it could have been you, but probably not, because I feel like a week is a long time for nothing to happen. And the other thing about it is that one of the guys at my job, I think he was feeling bad on Thursday. Not great, but not terrible. And he came to work. And then on Friday, he was feeling real bad. And they were like, dude, go home. And he went home. And then he got a COVID test and found out he had COVID.
What a fucking...
And I'm like, that's probably what I got it from.
Yeah, that is probably where you got it from. Dude, it is so contagious. Holy shit. It is contagious, man. I got my mom sick.
Oh, and that was the other thing. It's not just that this guy was just at work. He was at work and he was doing this one job and he didn't finish it because he had to go home because he was sick. And I had to finish it. So I was touching all the stuff. And I did make a point of like trying to sanitize and like be careful. But I knew that there was a chance I was fucked, and I was not excited about it.
How long were you out?
I was sick Saturday. I was sick Sunday. I didn't go into work on Monday or Tuesday. I did go in on Wednesday.
You went in on Wednesday.
And I probably shouldn't have, for the sake of my fellow employees, because there's a chance that I was still contagious, but I wasn't worried about it because the people at my work are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And they all do that. And I'm like, if he got me sick, he definitely got other people sick.
Yep.
And those people are probably still at work. And they were. I literally, while I was at work, I watched one of my fellow employees sneeze into his hands and then start typing.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, motherfucker, what are you doing?
What are what's like PTO there like though? Is there a reason for that? Because like
it's not great.
Okay.
So it
they're
used to be,
they're losing money if they
Yeah. Well, so here's what it used. So PTO is not bad now, but it used to be that you got a few sick days and then however much PTO as per however many years you've worked there is how their system worked.
Oh.
And then you also could take unpaid days off, and it was whatever. And it was not great. You didn't get a lot of any of it. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it wasn't great.
Okay.
Well, now, if you've worked there, I don't know what it is below where I'm at, but if you've worked there 2 years, you get 12 days PTO. And if you've worked there 3 years, you get 18 days, I think.
Oh, that's nice.
But you don't get sick time. It's all
It's
just
all the
PTO.
same.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're not supposed to take any unpaid days at all.
Oh, that's...
And I'm like, what do you do though?
You come in sick. So that's why people are coming in sick.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I went in on Wednesday. I would have taken another day, but I only have 2 days left now, and I have to make it to the end of the fucking year.
Yeah, dude, I know. I did the opposite, where I'm out now because of that. I started like a month ago, and I don't ever want to take PTO days anyway. I don't do that. And then I got sick for a whole fucking week, and then they're all gone.
Yep.
And so it's like, oh, that was awesome. Thank you so much. We all talk real good about how good PTO is until something happens.
Until it's all gone.
Until something happens that's out of your control, and then you're like,
what do you do about that?
I don't know, man. It's kind of bullshit.
COVID, like the guy that got it that was at my job, he said that he went to a doctor and they told him like he should stay out 5 days. So he didn't come back until whatever. He didn't come back until Wednesday or Thursday or whatever.
Well, that's good.
And he
that
like
makes me feel
followed the
better.
advice. But I'm like 5 days. Like that's a lot of time. That's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage. Luckily, at my place, I don't think they get upset if you take. I think it's unpaid then. I think.
Well,
I don't know though.
Yeah, I feel like that's usually what it is. As like you, a lot of places you have to get it like approved and stuff and whatever, and that's fine. But like, I feel like the thing about where I work is they would let me take the unpaid days if I needed to. But the thing that sucks is that I don't want to have to ask for that.
No, you shouldn't have to.
I don't want to have to find out.
Yeah. If I'm calling you and telling you, it's not like it's like a no-call, no-show.
Yeah.
You know, we're calling and telling we're sick. This is what we got. You know.
And that was the other thing that pissed me off is that I came in on that Wednesday and my boss was like, "Man, I'm a little surprised you decided to come in today. You're looking pretty rough. If you feel like you need to go or something, like whatever." And I'm like,
money.
Okay, well that's fine, but like, I only have 2 more days of PTO left. So what do you want me to do?
Emma didn't have any PTO left.
Yeah.
In hers when she got sick.
Yeah.
And she was sick the same amount of days I was. So more so, she was sicker. And
That sucks.
Yeah,
because it sounds like you had it pretty bad.
well, I guess not sick, or her worse didn't get as bad as me going to the.
She was just sick longer.
sick longer.
Gotcha.
It was just fucking terrible. So she didn't get paid at all for that week. And
really sucks.
Yeah, we felt that.
Yeah.
This Friday, we felt that.
Yeah,
we felt it.
I'm sure.
And we looked, we went, oh, good. Okay. Also, on top of that, Tim. We didn't have a lot of money for Friday.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have less because I have something that I want to tell you.
You have something you want to tell me?
Yeah. Whoa! Don't. You're going to give it shaking piano syndrome.
Oh, no.
Whoa!
You know, the Tasmanian devil. Anyway, what do you want to tell me?
Tim, have you ever gotten a speeding ticket before?
Oh, yeah.
How many have you gotten in your life?
Just one.
Just one?
But
When was that?
it was when I was 64.
Was the biggest Beatles fan right
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I was probably
Lightheaded.
I was probably 18 or 19.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Wasn't it on the fucking...
It was on 65 and I was going like 75 or something, and the speed limit at the time was 55. And
Yeah,
so
it
they were
was.
like, "Yeah, you're fucked. Actually, you're fucked. Here you go."
There you go. Have that.
I
And
was
then
like,
they changed
well.
it. They changed it like a month later to 65.
Yeah, a month later they were like, "Yeah, you wouldn't have been as fucked. You still would have been wrong, but
Yeah, probably wouldn't have gotten
you
pulled
wouldn't have
over.
got pulled over."
I'll tell you what, Tim. I got a speeding ticket.
How'd you do that? Wait, that's where this story was going?
I got a speeding ticket, yes. Who would have thought? You're going to get mad.
I am already angry.
I've never seen you more angry in my life.
So mad. Oh yeah.
I bet the sounds of that is not as good as it looks. We're making faces, everybody. We're making
lots of faces.
Just imagine like a tight face.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. We go,
Yeah. Get it tight. Get it right. Get it tight.
Okay, so, well, do you know where I work? You know where I work in like a warehouse, right?
Okay, yeah.
I work at, you go through like industrial parks before, right? With a bunch of warehouses.
Yeah.
So there's like, let me describe this road right now. This is so hard to describe, but I really, if you're there, everyone, you would be upset. Oh my God. The more I think about it, the more upset I get because it was my first speeding ticket I've ever gotten. It was my first time being pulled over. My second time.
Yeah.
You know those like exits when you come off the highway, right? An exit. You know where those like Pilot and Love gas stations are? You know what roads are usually by those? You know what I mean? It's usually like a rural, not as populated, but
there's
it's a
like
little more
nothing
populated
happening.
where I'm at.
Okay.
Because imagine like a Pilot, but there's like a small industrial park right behind that Pilot, right? And you turn into a road that basically just leads to a giant parking lot.
Okay.
That's all it goes to. And this road has a parking lot to a warehouse on this side and a parking lot to a warehouse on this side, and I'm driving down that road. It's a 25 mile per hour road that is a straightaway into where you park, basically. And it just bleeds right into a parking lot. And so me and Emma were leaving work a few days ago, and we were talking about how much we were just mad at our jobs for a second.
Yeah.
And I didn't see how fast I was going. I was going 39 miles per hour at a 25.
Okay.
No one's in front, no one's in back. A police car comes out from behind me. That is not a police car. It's an undercover one. And the lights come on. And I look in the rearview mirror and I go, I think I'm being pulled over right now. And I was like, I didn't feel like I was going 39.
Yeah.
And it's a long road that goes through. So like the feeling of it when like going it's one of those roads where you're going 25 and it feels like you're going like
0.
too slow. It
Yeah.
feels like you're going too slow. But you're going the speed limit at 25. I was going 39, which felt right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Apparently. I didn't know how fast I was going, actually, because I didn't look.
Yeah.
I also should preface this with I was wrong. I was in the wrong.
Right. Yeah.
What I did was illegal, and I did speed. I should say that. That is what happened. But he comes out of nowhere and he, pulls me over, and I'm like, oh shoot, okay. I guess I was speeding there. Okay, well hopefully I don't get a ticket from this, because it's kind of
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
a little bit. I knew what was going, and he comes up to me. He's like, license, registration. Just asked if like the address on my thing was right on my card, and I was like, it's my parents' address, but it's the same. Like I use that as my permanent because I move a lot. And he just walks away, and I was like, okay, I think I might be getting a ticket, because he asked no questions, and he was definitely there undercover because he knew someone was gonna not go 25 there.
Yeah.
And we were leaving. Here's the part: we had people driving past me, going like super slow, and I was like, no fucking way, because no one drives that slow on this road. Now they're driving slow, you motherfuckers. And we were leaving with a bunch of different people too. Right. So it just happened to be us that got pulled over. Yeah. And it was like, and then he gives me a ticket that's $175. Ooh. And I was like, okay, great. I mean, thank God I had money in my bank that we've been saving.
Yeah, that's good.
This entire
That is good.
That was money that was put away to something very specific.
Right.
But guess it's not that anymore. Guess our anniversary gifts will have to wait. Thank you, sir, for that. I hope you feel okay about that. He doesn't give a fuck. But the part that infuriates me in every way about that is every day I drive to work on 65, and there are these fucking fuckers that are driving like goddamn maniacs out there. Wild. And there's no one around. Yeah. No one's there. You're like, I get it if you're in a like cop car because they're going to see you and slow down. But if you're undercover, hey man, they're not going to see you and think you're some fuck. I didn't know you were. I didn't think in any case possible there'd be a cop there. Yeah. Because what are you? You're just because you're not just looking for anyone. You're looking for these specific people who work here. Yeah. That's what you're doing. You want to pull over those people? Why? Yeah. What's wrong with you? And so it's just so pissy. I was so pissed the rest of that day. I'm still pissed about it. That really
sucks. I would be too.
Here's the worst part. I pay $175 now. Eventually, I'm going to be on my own car insurance. Right. Whenever me and Emma end up moving into a house, we're going to have to be on our own car insurance. Yeah. When that happens, my car insurance will go up. Has gone up because of that instance. Yep. So it's 175 plus the however much my car, because apparently I was talking to my dad about it before I got pulled over, and my car insurance wouldn't have been that high because I was a good driver, you know. Yeah. So and now that happened. Now whatever money that went up by is how much that ticket actually costs me. So I'm a little bit pissed that he didn't, decide to, because he was definitely like, I gotta fill a quota on, that's disgusting. As a country, that's disgusting. I'm sorry. What a lazy fucking bruh. Like, I could do that job. How about that? But they didn't like that. I'm too mad. Anyway, I could just picture you getting pissed about it. So.
Oh yeah, I would be really fucking pissed. Yeah, yeah. I fucking hate shit like that.
And I was like, was 39 miles an hour really? Was I really?
That's a big deal.
That's what. Because I know cops don't have to give you tickets. It's been done. I've seen it be done. Yeah. I've seen it be done to people who were going pretty fast and probably deserved one. Right. It's like I was being respectful and everything. He just didn't. He did not care. He came up and knew he was going to give me a ticket, and that's so fucked up. Yeah. Because 39. You really think I'm a danger to society right now? You think that guy is worth getting his shit raised? That guy. You don't know where I'm coming from. You don't know how much money I make at this goddamn job.
Well, like that's the. I really agree with the whole. Like, it's not like there's nobody over there at all, but like. It's not like you're driving through a neighborhood going, you're not. It's not fucking.
It is only. It's only the people who work there would ever drive down that road. Yeah. There's no need to, and it's not a lot of people that drive down. So
And you're right. The people on the highway in the Louisville area, I mean, it's fast. Everybody going real fast on all of the highways around here.
I've seen it. I've seen it happen.
Yeah,
I've seen it happen.
People get very upset with you on my way to work if you're going less than like 65 and it's 55, and I'm like, I get it, but also no.
Yeah.
Like that's not what the sign says.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like could the speed limit be higher on this road? Sure, but it's not. And everybody gets upset if you're not going like 70. And it's just like, that's where it's probably more dangerous, Maybe
They get upset.
Maybe
They
pull
get
some
upset
of them
if
over.
you're not going 70 at a 65.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like that's not technically. Technically they could pull me over right now.
Right.
They're allowed to. I took the. I remember what it said in the class. They can, if you're on 5 over.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that really upset me.
Yeah. Of
'Cause I
course.
was
I
like-
mean, that's because it's not just like an annoying thing that happened. It's like financially unfortunate.
Yeah, it's very financially unfortunate, and it's
Yeah, that sucks.
all right. It happened. It'll happen again sometime in my life. But now it's got me. I haven't thought about. I mean, I guess that's the point. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Now I'm just anxious for when I drive forever, even though I'm just anxious about like. Technically, I could get pulled over and get a ticket right now, even though the way I've always driven is just with the flow of fucking traffic.
Yeah.
How it's felt like I should be going.
Yeah.
I don't really speed.
Yeah, you're not trying to beat everybody where you're going. You're
No.
just trying to kind of follow what everybody else is
Because if
doing.
you're trying to beat people where you go, you're like mentally aware that you're
Right.
speeding. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the crime. I'm not.
Yeah.
Usually I'm just going with. It's kind of like that highway hypnosis thing where you just
Yeah.
like, I don't think I approach cars too much because I kind of got in the habit of doing it. I don't know. But everyone makes mistakes too at the same time. It's just one of those where it's like, that was not you're quite obviously a lazy cop
Yeah.
because you didn't want to go looking for people actually causing trouble, which
Yeah.
is your job.
Yeah.
Fun fact. It just didn't help his case.
Yeah.
Didn't help that case at all, which was nice. He said I was being recorded on body cam, and I was
good.
like, oh, that's good.
You're like, thank God.
Thank God. I was a little scared that
You should have said, this isn't my good side.
yeah, he wouldn't have laughed at that.
No, he wouldn't have.
He was an older guy, too.
He would have said,
Definitely
you don't have a
seasoned.
good side.
And also, cops, they just got a fucking attitude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A lot of them do, don't they? And it's like, hey, man.
It's because they're
That's
authority
all right.
figures. It's the same thing with when you got like managers or something that got attitudes, and it's like, we clock out.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like, you go home, you take that vest off, right? We are no different.
Yeah. Yeah. Then we're just two guys.
We're just two guys that
could have sex right now.
could have sex hard right now. And you got cuffs, so we can get
Yeah.
kinky.
Yeah.
And a gun.
In a vest. Ooh.
That's the best use I've ever found for that sound. And the worst use for that. No, don't touch that. So yeah, it's been an eventful. That's the most events that's happened to me in a long time. Usually we
That was
come
a
into the
lot all at
podcast.
once, yeah.
We come into the podcast, we don't have anything to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because it all saves itself for. Even though it was just two things. That's how boring my life is, everyone.
It was a full two things. You're right.
Man, I've been loving Skyrim so much, Tim. What do you think about? What do you think about? It's your impression of the chainsaw, isn't it? What have you been doing, Tim?
Burden.
What have you been doing? What have you been doing since?
Burden.
What does that mean? You've been a burden. You've been carrying a burden.
Burden. What I've done. What I've done. While I was sick, I did watching the Doctor Who.
Oh, you watched Doctor Who.
I watched
you did
Doctor
watch.
Who. That's a good show to watch when you're sick.
I believe it. Yes, it is.
I finished all of the classic Doctor Who. It's all gone now.
Oh my God! Really?
Hell yeah, baby.
Good job, Tim.
Hell yeah.
That's been how long have you been since like the beginning of
like
this
6
year?
months. Yeah, at least 6
for the old one, right?
Yeah, the old one. Yeah.
Wow.
And now I'm watching the new one again.
Fair enough. Might as well.
Yeah, why not? Why
Yeah.
not just never stop? Just keep going
Watching
around
Doctor Who.
and around forever.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do that.
There's some bad ones.
I'm definitely not gonna do that. But yeah, no, I'm.
We said "but" at the same time.
But at the same time, is what we have. Yeah, the last man, I'll tell you what. Classic Doctor Who was kind of struggling there at the end. I felt like
Well, no shit. That's probably why it went away.
probably. And but then there was the movie that everybody hated, and I really enjoyed it. It was good. And then.
Yeah.
But I'm also watching the fucking Batman Cape Crusader because
What's that?
Why
The
wouldn't
animated?
I be? Yeah, new one.
Oh, it's a new
Just
animated
came
show.
out.
Just came all over the place.
Yeah,
Well, you're watching Batman Coming.
it's got Batman's played by J.J. Abrams.
Okay.
And
Wait, what?
and Matt Reeves. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
No, they're producing the show.
Oh,
And
cool.
Bruce Timm's a guy on it. He's doing some stuff with it. He did the Batman the animated series
That's nice.
stuff. So it's the first couple episodes were just all right, but the third one I was like, you know what? Okay. So I like
pretty fun.
I like the animation style. It's cool. And it's just nice to have more Batman stuff.
I wanna
because I always
see-
want more Batman stuff.
I want to see Batman, but like with the part where his penis is supposed to be is cut out to reveal
Yeah.
his penis.
Yeah, Batman, but
His whole suit
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
he doesn't have the face cut out anymore.
He has
Instead,
his
it's his
penis cut
dick.
out. Yeah. his mouth is covered up. He doesn't want to spread
Yeah.
disease or anything.
Right.
It's called Batman Becomes Us. Batman B space. No, sorry. Batman space B space comes CUMS us. Batman becomes us, bro.
I also realized that I never watched the last episode of the new season of Invincible, and so I was watching it, and then I realized it wasn't the last episode.
That's funny.
and I don't know if I'm gonna actually watch the last episode.
Oh, so
I
like,
liked
you watched
it.
an episode that you've seen before?
No.
Oh, there
I
was
hadn't
just more.
seen it, but there was more. Yeah, I didn't realize it hadn't all come out yet,
Oh, okay.
and I was just like, yeah, maybe I'll watch that eventually.
Invincible's that animated one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm also watching the X-Files still.
Yeah, that's right. You watch shit. I
I'm
can't
watching
do it.
so much stuff right now because I'm in a funk.
Nice.
I am in a funk, baby.
A good one, right? An uptown one. It's a downtown funk.
Bad town funk.
Bad town funk. Gonna fuck you up.
Bad town gonna fuck you.
It's your dirty number, alright?
And it also, I played GTA. Whoa. Tim
A lot.
played GTA?
I kept seeing that.
Yeah.
What happened was I almost asked you guys if you wanted to play a couple times, but I was like, because I moved my PS4 into the bedroom now.
Yeah.
So I could lay down when I was sick.
Hell yeah.
I haven't moved it out
Hell
because
yeah.
I've just liked laying it in there. So
Hell yeah.
if I did end up playing GTA with you guys, I'd have to move it out into the living room. I don't want to do that at all. I'm a lazy dog. Bark, bark.
That's okay. You
all
could
right.
you could just kick Emma out on the couch.
I just kick Emma. Just kick her in the
Just
leg.
kick her in the leg
Kick
and
her
say,
leg.
I'm playing a GTA.
I'm playing GTA.
Bah.
Bah. I can try to scare her while I'm at it too. It sound a little something like this.
And I may have a problem is that I just can't stop buying cars in the game. I just can't stop.
Yeah, no. They
Can't.
keep
I
keep
bought-
adding some.
I bought since the last time we played together and we were talking about how many cars I had,
You bought like 3 more.
I've bought a car like every other day since then.
Oh my god.
Every other day since that day.
Speaking of dated games, Rockstar, I
Yeah.
hope you're listening. Your game GTA 5 bit old.
It's old now.
It's old now. Your game got old.
It was old before.
It was old when we started playing it.
It was old the first day it happened. That game came out. Everyone was like, wow, this game's so old.
You know why that game
just kidding.
feels so old is because it was made for both PS4 and PS3 slash for both generations because it
Yeah.
came out around that time.
Yeah.
So I had to work on both.
And now
of
they
them.
have a PS5 version.
yes.
So,
They have a PS5 version of it.
yes.
Oh, I wonder how they improved on things.
It looks better a little bit.
That's it. Because it's still they can't.
It's essentially.
They have to make a new game in order to fix the
Yeah.
the reason why that game is
Yeah.
old.
There's not really anything that's better, but now it has like ray tracing.
Yeah. Well, that'll trick a lot of
Yeah.
people.
Oh, it
in.
looks a lot better.
There you go.
But like, it doesn't matter.
You know
because
what-
it's still. I don't think that it looks bad in the PS4 version. That's not the problem
No.
with it.
No.
The problem isn't how it looks.
No. No. It's
There
not
are
that.
many other issues.
I mean, there's some things that look a bit.
Well, yeah.
Bah. I'll tell you what. Skyrim looks bad.
Oh.
Skyrim looks bad again.
Oh.
I had to add a shit ton of fucking mods
Yeah.
to it so it could look like a game that belongs on my PS4 or belongs in, I don't know, 20. It doesn't
20.
all the way work. It does sometimes. Sometimes it looks really pretty. Other times I'm like, well, you can't.
You can't fix.
Sometimes you can't you can't polish a turd.
You can't eat a turd with these lips.
You can't. They're my lips. You can't even have them. How do
Yeah.
you do that? How do you eat with mine?
Yeah, stop it.
Let alone piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, let alone piece of shit.
I want that to be the title. I don't care about sponsors anymore. I want the titles to say "let alone piece of shit."
Yeah.
You better make
Yeah.
it say that. I
Yeah.
don't care what happens.
Yeah.
If we gotta censor it, okay.
Oh.
What? Who's gonna make us censor our podcast now?
Yeah. Yeah, who's trying?
Who's trying?
Come on.
If they try to
Come
censor the
on.
podcast, we'll end it so quickly.
Yeah, it's over. That's the end of the podcast, is if censorship's creeping in this bitch. I'll tell you what, if that comment code authority gets in my mouth.
That was the end of the sentence.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That game is so fucking Skyrim is so old looking that it kind of hurts. And also,
Yeah.
the mods I added, out of all the mods you could, because I looked up a video on, like, because you can easily add a shit ton and none of them work together, so it fucks with the whole thing. It's probably one of the best ones you can do if you're
Yeah.
gonna have a bunch of them, but it does fuck with some things. Like, it'll be like, go to this location for this person, and that person won't be there anymore. I went through a whole cave, or like a whole dungeon, and I got to the very end to like the boss fight, and it was one of those boss fights where the story is like that it has like these old wizards that like gave up their lives in the afterlife and whatever to just like basically point a ray of magic powers to make a little magic bubble around this, boss guy. So you got to kill those wizards and then the boss guy's chasing after you the whole time and can't die from it. And then you kill them, then you can actually damage boss guy, right? I go in there. I finally make it to like the depths of this like giant cave dungeon area, and there's those 3 wizards that got this giant ball, right, of magic powers, and there's nothing inside of it. He's not there.
That's
and
amazing.
So I was like, what the fuck? And so I killed him, and I couldn't progress in the storyline that I was doing without it. And so I was like, where the fuck is he?
Yeah.
Luckily, it didn't mess up too bad, and he still had a marker, he had a marker over his head, right? Of where he was on the
so
map.
you could tell where he was.
Yeah,
You just couldn't see him.
He was so not in the right. It was so fucking funny where the game put him in.
Yeah.
He went to there's a village that's like on the other side of the map, and he's in just a random NPC's house. And so you go in, and there's NPCs sitting in there eating, and then he's called a dragon priest.
Yeah.
And so he's like a big fucking like ghost creepy thing, right?
Yeah.
And he's just sitting in there, and the people are eating, food, and you go in, you're like, I guess I'm gonna try and kill him because he starts attacking, and then the NPCs are like, hey, what's going on? And then they start trying to attack him too. It's so funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it totally made that boss fight way easier.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was
so
like,
you didn't have to worry about the big issues with fighting the wizards
No,
while
I
he's
already
killing you.
killed him.
Yeah.
and they didn't really fight back because they thought,
They thought he was gonna take care of you.
they're like, we ain't gonna do anything. I'll just stay right here.
We're good.
And so I
The
was
guy
like,
in the bubble will do it.
it was so funny because after you beat like bosses and dungeons and stuff, you go through a room and there's a master chest filled with a bunch of loot and stuff. So when I got in there and killed those wizards, I was like, what was that it? Where'd he go? And I went through the room and there was just a master chest sitting there. And I was like, that was no. And it had been a while since I had done that too. So I didn't really remember what it was, but I'm like, this is not right.
Yeah.
There's something that's supposed to be in here.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know what was even funnier? I didn't even think about that. The entire time you're going through the dungeon, his spirit would like talk to you.
Yeah.
He's like, come into my chambers. You're getting closer to my chamber.
You're getting really close to my chamber right now.
You're about to come in here, and I'm going to kill you, you big idiot.
Ooh, that's almost my chamber.
Oh, through that door.
If you move your hand 3 inches to the left, you'll be in my chamber.
My ghost minions haven't done shit to you yet. Make sure you come in my chamber and die. And then you come in there, and he's like still talking. I forgot about that too. It's got bubble around where he's not there, and the voice he's still talking to you like, you've entered my chamber, bitch. And you're like, what the fuck? Also, why did they put him in that? Why was he there?
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny. And I looked it up, like why that was, and it's because all the mods I have just fucked with it.
Yeah.
For some reason, it just fucked with him. It doesn't happen and then it was that, and also there's one tree that's sticking, like there's a mod that added this cool pathway in one of the cities, and there's another mod that adds trees throughout, like extra trees, and it just collided, so there's like a tree sticking through a like bridge area that looks really ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's funny. But anyway, So yeah, you'd probably like that game. Oh shit, we went over. This is what a podcast is supposed to feel like.
Podcast work.
Instead of the usual garbage we put in your ass.
Hey guys, welcome to the garbage.
Welcome to the garbage. Let's end it with a little song called Marvin Gas. Marvin Gas.
What's up, y'all? I'm Beyonce.
That was Beyonce, everybody, not Marvin Gas.
What's up, y'all? I'm Beyonce.
I'm Beyonce.
Hey, what's up? This is Gwen Stefani.
This is still the song, by the way.
Yeah, what's good? This your boy Flo Rida. Yeah, what's good? This your boy Flo Rida.
Check this out. 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 Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo. Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo. Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo. Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo. Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo. Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo. Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo. Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo. Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo. Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo. Bounce to the beat like you bounce to the beat like you bounce to the beat like bounce to the bounce to the bounce to the beat bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo. Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo.
Super hot fire. Super hot fire.
Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo. Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo.
Super hot fire. Super hot fire.
Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo. Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo.
Super hot fire. Super hot fire.
Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo. Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo.
Super hot fire. Super hot fire.
Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo. Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo. Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo. Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo.
Super hot fire. Super hot fire.
Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo. Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo. Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo. Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo.
Super hot fire. Super hot fire.
Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo. Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo. Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo. Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo.
Super hot fire. Super hot fire.
Bounce to the beat like you're jumping on the pogo.
We're gonna have to let you go. Talk to you next week. Goodbye.